Good morning, team. Yeah, I call you team because we're all in this together. In the same boat, don't rock it. Anyway, I just wanted to say real quick, I just put a post up on Facebook about our desires and stuff like that, and I was just thinking about it on my way to work and looking how a lot of times we will basically put a lot into our desires. We'll leave a relationship, sometimes we'll get in one, and not realizing that a lot of times our desires, they have the ability to change, like when. And a lot of people have placed a lot of their value in their desire, which can oftentimes be deceitful. I'm not saying that every desire is deceitful, but let's just think even from a standpoint, because I'm a relational guy, let's think about from a relational standpoint. We will oftentimes, because of our immediate desire, which is at the end of the day unstable, we will risk our relationships. We will compromise our character. We will sell out our soul and everything in order to meet that immediate desire, and not thinking ahead and not actually thinking that, hey, this desire is actually not necessarily stable in and of itself. So the whole point is that we have to have something, there has to be a commitment made to something more than our desires. The quest and this concept that we have is, hey, I'm just trying to be happy. A lot of times that can be futile, and it can actually cause us to hurt a lot of people in the process of trying to pursue this happiness and trying to just get this desire met, or it'll put us in a bind in a way that we don't often recognize, or a way that we don't often give credit to. So just real quick, just kind of as you go about your day, as you go about your life, just kind of think about that, even in the relationships that you carry. Sometimes you don't have the desire for that relationship anymore, or sometimes you just feel like, hey, I just don't want to be here anymore. Think about tomorrow and what tomorrow is going to actually bring. Maybe there needs to be a change in your desire. Maybe there needs to be not a commitment made to your desire, but a commitment made to your design. And that is extremely important. A lot of times you were designed for relationships, so when we look at that from that particular standpoint, and again, this can play out in many different ways. So I know that some people may say, well, that could even be applied to getting out of one. You're right, it could, possibly. And I say possibly very lightly, because I believe that God has called us to be together, and we have to figure out how to make that happen in so many instances, in so many ways. So just kind of consider, do you live your life committed to your desire, or do you live your life committed to your design? A lot of times they can go hand in hand. When we fully integrate it, I believe a lot of times they do go hand in hand. When our lives are integrated with God and with one another, a lot of times they go hand in hand. But there are times where you just feel like, hey, I'm ready to bail out. I don't want this no more. I want that. Or I don't want her no more. I want her. And not realizing the damage that it can actually do, not only to your own soul, but to the soul of other people. And when we don't think about other people, that's when we almost end up being called monsters. So once again, are you making a commitment to live your life based on your desire, or are you which is unstable, or are you making a commitment to live your life based on your design, which is already set in stone and established by God?